everybody, welcome to our Home Walx Wellbeing session. We are going to be working for approximately 30 minutes and there'll be lots of different exercises to cover strength, some endurance, some balance, some coordination. So lots of things to do. All you need for this workout is a stable chair and possibly, if you've got one, an exercise band. Don't worry if you haven't, it's fine. If you haven't got a band, then all you need is a towel, and I'm sure that you can get yourself a towel. So if you need to just pause, run off and get something, then that's fine. Do that before we start the warm-up. Okay, so let's go. So we're going to start to circle the ankles round and round, every direction. I've taken my foot up very high, obviously, so you can actually see what I'm doing, but you do not need to do that. Put it in a comfortable place. So I'm going backwards and forwards and up and down, everything that you can do with the ankle. Let's get those moving. Mobility is so important. It might be that we're spending a lot more time sitting down and not moving around as much as we'd like to. So the mobility part is just as important as the exercise. So all I'm going to get you to do is to pedal through your feet. So I'm just rolling from one foot to the other, rolling through the toes, all the way down to the heel. That's good. And then if you can, just start to punch opposite hand away at the same time. That's it. Now we're simply going to go into a shallow squat. So just bending and straightening the legs, keeping the spine relatively straight, allowing the body to tip forward. Some of you will be using poles like I am, but you don't have to. They're an optional extra. Take it down and up. If you can go a little bit deeper than I'm going at the moment, then please feel free to do that. Not a problem. One more. Excellent. Take a pole in each hand if you are using your poles. If not, do it without. All you're going to do is slide your hand down the seam of your trousers and then come up and do exactly the same thing on the other side. Try to keep it as a smooth, controlled movement. No rushing. We've got loads of time. Just side to side. Another sunny day. How lovely. And that was your last one. Take your poles in front. All you're going to do is walk them round to one side and then walk them back round to the other side, keeping your hips nice and square. So we're just loosening off the hips. If you don't have poles, it's not a problem. You can pretend you're a drummer. Round and round we go. Just tapping, taking it through. Last one. And relax. I'm going to pick my poles up again, but again you can do this without. All you're going to do is your kayaking action. So we're just circling through the shoulders. If you're not using poles, imagine that you're just swimming and that you're doing the front crawl. So one arm over and then the other. And now we'll do the back crawl, backwards kayaking. Nice and loose. Much movement in the shoulders as we can get. And then finally, you choose either chest press, shoulder press, or do a mixture of the two. If I ask you to do anything within the next half an hour that you don't feel like you want to do, for whatever reason, whether it be an injury or you're just feeling tired, you just simply don't like that exercise, then do not worry. You can either take a break, or we'll give you an alternative. There's nearly an alternative for nearly every single exercise. So the first thing we're going to do is work on the legs. The poles are an optional. Get your chair, get it nice and close, make sure that you can see what's happening. I'll give you a little example of what you're going to be doing. You're going to do 10 repetitions of sitting down and standing up. But rather than it just being a regular sit down, stand up, you are going to go extremely slowly. The lower the chair, the harder it is. we're having no plonkers. So the idea is that you're not allowed to plonk down that last pit. So we've got 10 repetitions. We'll do it together. I'm not very good at counting, I'm sorry. So if I do a couple of extras, it doesn't matter, that's okay. So down slowly and controlled, and then stand up. So you are actually sitting down. Have a look at your knees and make sure they're not rolling in. And push through the heels as much as you can on the upward push. Oh, that was a bit of a plonk, wasn't it? I plonked down. So let's go slow, 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 all the way down to the bottom. That's better. And then stand up. It's quite tough, isn't it? I think we've got another one to get us halfway there. That's it. So that's 5. Think about pulling your tummy in and using your pelvic floor muscles to pull everything nice and tight on the inside. That's number 6, I do believe. Controlled for 7. So we're on a home run. Last 3 countdown. Nice and smooth all the way. Make sure the coming up is just as slow as the going down. And we have one more. Down, 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 down. Gently, 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 gently. And then come up. So we're going to loosen the legs off. So just march on the spot for me. Just marching it through, nice and loose. If you can hear me easily in the garden, you can actually go for a bit of a walk. Please don't worry about that. We're just loosening off. So if you can use your space and move around a little bit, you can. Just don't go so far away you can't hear what I'm going to say. Because I'm going to call you back now. All right, the next exercise we're going to do is for the upper body. So we don't need the poles. Put those over here. So you're going to do a press up. Now, choices. You can go against the wall. If you're going against the wall, you've got 20 press ups against the wall. The further away you go, the harder it is because you're going to have to lean your body a little bit further forward. So make it easier by coming closer. That's 20. Alternatively, you have got 10 of these. You're going to use your bench or your chair or a stable table. You're going to go down into a press up position, shorter lever, go down, walk in, stand up. So you have 10 of those. Are you ready? Let's go. So you're either doing the full press up or the half press up with the stand up on the bench. If you want to do a longer lever, you can. So if you are strong enough to take the legs all the way out and come all the way down, then that's fine. I believe that's 3. The thing that you do need to make sure that you do is your chest is going down towards the bench. This is our halfway mark. So you've got 5 more to go. Make sure you really pull those tummies in tight. Avoid locking out the elbows. Keep it smooth. 3 more left. Bring it in. Make sure your feet are nice and stable. And I do believe this is our last one. And down we go. And up. Grab your poles, or without. And again, just start to march on the spot. Hold it there. Or go for a little walk around the garden. Well done. It's quite hard work. Now, if you felt that you couldn't do all of those, then that's fine. It means that you can do this exercise program again a couple more times and you can see how you improve. So hopefully that's loosened us up a little bit again. And we're going to go into our next exercise, which is going back to our chair again. So this is the exercise. Very similar to what we did just now, sitting down, coming up nice and slow. Only this time we've got one foot in front of the other, so we have a split stance. It's exactly the same thing. Make sure the chair is stable, make sure you know where it is behind you, and then you very slowly take it down now with the weight on one leg and push up. You change the split stance, so you've got the other leg in front, and you do it again. So we have 10 in total of those. Again, if you need to take a break at any time, then please do. You can always do more the next time you give it a go. So that's number one. If you want to have your poles there, whoops, for balance, then you can. Push up. There's two. Change legs. Down we go. For three. Swapping legs. For four. Keep checking that you know where the chair is, that you know it's nice and stable. That's it. We're on our fifth one now. Tummy's in nice and tight. Controlled. This is quite tough. And lift up. 6. The slower you go, the harder the exercise. That's it. 4 remaining. Nice and gently does it. So number 3 coming up. Lift up, controlled it. Here's the last 2. Last one. Final repetition. Then we can loosen our legs off. That's it. So loosen your legs. Either wander around the garden or march on the spot. Excellent job, team. Okay. And next exercise. If you haven't got poles, you're going to have an imaginary cross on the floor. If you've got your poles, you can use them nice and easily. You're going to lay them down on the floor in a cross position like so. And I'd like you to stand on the right hand side in the back corner. And if I go back further, you'll be able to actually see my feet. No, but you've got the idea. Okay, so all I'm going to do is call it out. My calling will either be forwards, so you take a nice big step forward, or backwards. Once I've got you to move, it will be forward, you go in, then you give me a little squat. Go backwards, a little squat. I can say sideways. I can also say diagonal forward. So where the cross is, I step over the diagonal. That would be diagonal forward, or I can say diagonal backwards. Nice big step, and down we go. So, let's see how we get on. Ready? Forwards. Sideways. Backwards. Big step. Sideways. Diagonal forward. Side. Side. Back. Diagonal forward. How you doing? Backwards. Diagonal forward. Diagonal backwards. Forwards. Sideways. Backwards. Sideways. And you should be exactly where we started. I hope so. Pick up your poles, loosen yourself off, just march it through. My pole's in the wrong hands. There we go. So say, if you haven't got the poles, just make it a nice big strong march. Wander around the garden, go and have a quick look at the flowers, but don't forget to come back. All right, our next exercise, you need to have your band or your towel. So, if you have your band, you can decide on the resistance, so you wrap it around your hands. You're going to take your hands above your head, or one hand above the head, and the other hand is going to pull away and then return with control. Then we do exactly the same thing on the other side. So that's if you have a band. I'm going to do it with a towel. Now you're going to create your own resistance with the towel. So I've got a hold here and I've got a hold here, and I want you to imagine they're going to have a tug of war. When this hand is going to try to pull down, this hand is going to try to resist. So I pull, I'm working against. So the bottom hand is pulling and the top hand is saying no, 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 no. And then I slowly take that back and then I repeat it on the other side. If you feel that you do not like having your hands above your head for long periods of time, whether it be your blood pressure or for whatever reason, then do one, bring it down, take it up, and do the other side. So you can actually take the hands down between each one if you so desire. So we have 10 in total. Let's go. So we pull down and take it back. Start again on the other side. Here's 2 with control. Make sure you're really pulling. 3 and lift up. Here's 4. Now if you're getting this right, you're going to feel this in the wing-like muscle underneath your arm. Yes. Here's 6, I do believe. And up. Controlled all the way. And then we have one more on each side. Pull down, really work it. Make this one your best one. And down again. Well done, everybody. Give your shoulders a little bit of a shake. March on the spot or wander around the garden with or without your poles. There we go. I cannot get over this weather. It feels like summer in my back garden. It's a bit chilly out the front, but it is nice out here. Okay, this next one is a balance. Now, you can do this with one hand with the pole down, and I'll show you, but I want you to imagine that you are getting dressed in the morning. You are going to lift one leg up, you're going to put your shoe on, so you're actually going to touch where you put your shoe on, and then you'll come up. Keep it up, and I will give you further instructions thereafter when we're ready to start. Don't start yet. If you feel you need to have something there as a support or do it against the wall, that's fine. If not, use a pole, and again, do the same thing. Every so often, you can just lift the pole up, but you've got it there to put down again if you need it. All right? So, let's get going. First thing we're going to do in the morning is we're going to put our socks on. So, put your foot up. Imagine you're putting your sock on. Stand up, but keep the leg up. We're now going to put our shoe on. So put your shoe on, actually touch your foot if you can, or as near to you as you can, and come up. Let's do our shoelaces up. So imagine you're doing your shoelace, and come up. We've changed our mind, we don't want this outfit on. So we're going to take it up. We undo our shoelaces, take the foot down. You might start to feel it here now in the supporting leg. You're now going to take that shoe off, take it down, not right down, foot still in the air. Lastly, your sock, take your sock off, slowly come up and relax the foot down. Oh, give your hips a little bit of a shake, that's it. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. So are you ready? Let's go. We lift. This is my worst side. You always start with your best side, don't you? So the first one is we're actually going to put our sock on. Take it up. We're now going to put our shoe on. Lift it up, but keep that foot high. Let's do our shoelaces up. I'm wobbling now. And take it down. Reverse it. Undo your shoelaces, touching your foot every time if you can. Get as close to as you possibly can. Then we're going to take our sock off. Sorry, our shoe off. Can't take our sock off, I'm taking our shoe off. Take that off. Woohoo. Wobbling, wobbling, wobbling. And now we're going to take our shoe off. Release. And come down. Again, give your legs just a little bit of a shake. Can you hear my dog barking? Right, go for our walk. We're nearly there. We are nearly done. Just walking it through nice and lightly. And then we're ready for our final exercise. All we need is a pole or an object. It can be anything you like. All you're going to do is you're going to take your object and you're going to do as many patterns around your body as you can. You don't have to copy me. So we've got things like taking it around our waist. We can take it up and around our head. We can take it under our legs. We'll do that with the feet down, do like a figure of 8. So you decide what you want to do. Just get yourselves moving. Go in every direction. You might even give yourself a little bit of balance challenge. Really doesn't matter what you do as long as you are moving, that you are stretching, that you're going down low. Whatever you feel like doing, give it a go. It's all about movement. It can be fast, it can be slow. It's entirely up to you. You do what makes you feel good. Last little bit, I'm going to go around the other way. There we go. And that's it. Let's have one more final little bit of movement. Walking through. Let's take it back into that pedaling that we were doing originally. So just side to side, rolling through the ankles. You can open and close your legs. Oh, sorry, these are not your legs, these are your hands at the same time. There you go. That's it. Just tap your toe forward. Tap it to the side. And tap it to the back. And then leave one leg there. I'm just going to step back a bit. Take one leg behind, press your heel down, and let's have a nice stretch of your calf. So everything is facing forward. You're leaning forward, your heel is down, your tummies are in, and just hold it there. Lovely. When you're ready, change sides. Exactly the same stretch on the other side. Can you hear the kids playing in the garden? That's a nice sound. There we go. Hold it there, nice and still. And relax. Fantastic. Take your poles to one side, and all you're going to do is lean over, look high. If you don't have any poles, it's not a problem. Hand on the thigh and reach across. You can either look forwards or you can look up towards your hand. Come down and do exactly the same thing on the other side. Over you go with control. Hold that stretch. Using the poles for support if you like. And bring it back. Well done. We're going to stretch out the chest. So again, with or without the poles, either place your hands on the lower part of the back and squeeze your shoulder blades together, keeping your chin nice and level, or use one or both of your poles to do exactly the same thing. Just get something to hold on to. And relax. Well done. Our hamstrings. I'm going to get you to sit down onto your chair for your hamstring stretch. So sit yourself down, take one leg out, sit up nice and tall, and then just tilt forward gently till you can feel the stretch high on the back of the thigh. Either hold onto the chair or place your hands on your thighs. And then you can do exactly the same thing on the other side. Take it out and gently lean forward. So you're leaning forward from the hips, not from the middle of the back. away and release and come back up again. Okay, all we're going to do, I'm going to do it with a pole for the first one, without for the second, our tricep stretch. So I'm sure you know what you're doing. Lasso the pole around your head, gently put it down, ponytail out the way, and let's just gently pull through. I like the pole because it helps us keep that nice big posture when we do it. If you don't have the poles, maintain that good posture, but maybe just put the hand in front and hold it there. Change to the other side. If you can, without pushing here, you could actually take the hand over the top, but you decide which one you like best. That's good. All right, my favourite part. Let's fill our lungs, feel our breath coming in, and then really relax coming out. So we're going to do a bit of counting. I'm going to ask you to take a big breath in through your nose for 2, and then we're going to slow it right down by counting for 4 for the exhalation. So there we go, take it up for 2, and now slow it right down. And again, take it up, 2 counts. As you blow it out, just allow the body to totally relax as you gently take those arms down to the ground. Here's your last one, take it up and relax. Well done everybody, I hope you enjoyed our Wellbeing in the Garden session, our home walk session, and I'll see you again soon. Take care, bye.